Assalamualaikum and very good morning. We are from ULAB 3162, section 15. The situation given to our group is the squatters, a group of squatters consisting of 200 households have been occupying a piece of government land. The government has approved a project to build a sports complex for the use of the community in the surrounding area. Work will commence in about 6 months. I am the Team A, I am the representative of Team A, which is the squatters. My name is Nurfati Shuhada binti Muhammad Fikri.
My name is Nurhida binti Sidi. I'm also from the Team A, which representative of the squatters.
My name is Nurul Ibrahim from Team A, which represents squatters.
And Team B as the representative from the government. My name is Azmira binti Mohsin.
My name is Nur Amira Akila binti Muhammad Rizal from TB, which is government.
And my name is Rahas Shazina binti Abdul Razak, representative from which is now we are going to our negotiation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to the residents here. We as the government has decided to give you the notice that if you know we are going to build a sports complex in this area, which is the place that you are living in. As everyone know here that we are going to give 30,000 ringgit to each of households. We are hoping that there will be no trouble or any difficulties for everyone to move out and find a new home for yourself, as we are going to build this sports complex here. And if you think that if there is any question or misunderstanding that you are going to give to us, please give it by now.
Thank you to the government for giving us the opportunities to delivering our opinions. Okay, as we know, there's a few essential needs for housing the urban poor as stated by Swan. Okay, the first is the location. The location for the settlement of the poor community is much more important compared to the housing quality. Take central location where they work must be easily accessible without the need for them to spend their earnings on transportations. So, my question is, what is the best solutions from the government to put us to the right location, which is a bad location? We don't want a bad location because it gives us a higher transportation cost and losses of employment time and hence less income. Thank you.
I represent from our party to answer your questions. Thank you, Nurfati Shahada, for your cooperation. As we already know, we have offered two options where we give you self-amendment the amount of compensation as much 30,000 for each household or a unit in a flat. It is up to you to choose compensations as much 30,000 or a unit in flat. So, self-amendment can choose a unit flat. We have provide program Perumahan Rakyat PPR for self-amendment. If you choose unit a flat, what is it mean by the pupil housing from program or PPR? PPR is the government program for resettlement of squatter for the qualified as well as meeting the housing need of the low income group B40. PPR consists of two categories, namely PPRS and PPR house. Rent PPR rate as low as 2,200 per month. If you are worried about proximity near the new placements, don't worry. Most of the houses of PPR we are provide are located in urban areas that have a variety of facilities provided. And the facility is more technologically advanced than the area where you not live. If you are worried about the vehicle to facilitate your movement, in the area where there are many public vehicles such as public bus, taxis, and like that, which make it easier for you to go to work. The area will provide also many public services such as proximities to supermarket and other publicity facilities like hospital, clinic, and so on. So you no need to worry about per community. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for the explanation from the Amira Kila. I hope our communities can get a variable of facilitate as your statement just now. So the second essential needs we need is the community security system. As you know, we are very concerned uh, about the safety of our community because as a poor communities mostly have no access to basic amenities such as electricity and clean water. They therefore rely on families and neighbors as their sources. They also work together to construct essential infrastructure such as basic roads to access their neighborhoods, drainage, and even open spaces for them to gather and relax. Okay. The next is those who work have children, they cannot afford to send their child to the nursery, so they can send their child to the non-working neighbors to help uh, their children, and also can make sure the safety of their child when they are working. So how about the special needs for us about the community security systems. That's all the question from me.
Okay, thank you again for your questions, Fatin. Okay, my answer is PPR is cheaper than normals and PPR the best options because PPR have communities and their community have so much. And the neighborhood is adjacent and they are all nearby. Not all houses were and also has incredible neighborhood spirit. Near settlement we provide also have a good security system. The environment of the new settlement is also the same and in the area where you live because the settlement have a good community who cooperate with each other. They have a single mother who can take care of your children if you want to go work and they have neighbor who can take care of your house if you are not at home or you go to out towns. They also have many neighbors who can set up on one party to look after the welfare of the local area. In conclusion, you do not have to worry about the placement of all. So that was the question answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your clear explanation. So we move to the next question.
Okay, I would like to ask in behalf of the workers in our residence. As I know, the flat that you offer is to be built on the outskirts of the city, right? So this will make us have to travel great distance to get to our workplace. Traveling to work will need a lot of time and also requires a high cost. But in previously, we only had to walk to work as the workplace was just a stone's throw away from our home. As you know, finding a new job is also very impossible in this pandemic season. While I have been fired several times before getting this permanent job. Plus, most of us do not have any qualification that make harder being accepted as the employees. Apart from that, this job is the only source of income from most of the residents, the especially to accommodate household expenses and stay alive. How we can survive if we can't work?
Thank you for the question. Okay, here I want to clear out. Okay, the notice that we have given is 6 months, which is I think it is a very long period of time for you to find a new job. Looking for a new job is very hard for these few years, this time, due to the pandemic and also the job contingencies also. But I think with the period of time, with the 6 months period of time, it is a very long period of time for you to find a new job. Okay. Since that you are talking about the distances, if I think we have given the 30,000 ringgit per each household. It is a very big amount for you to survive. For example, if you don't get any job or any job vacancies within the 6 months, 30,000 ringgit is much enough for you to live, okay? Because even the PPRT, the cost is more high. The cost for each month per month is likely 139 ringgit to 150 ringgit only. I don't think you might use more than 1,000 ringgit per month as you are living in a far away from the city. And by that, you can, if you are, okay, next, answering for a question for traveling long distance, if you are pursuing your current job right now, it is very impossible, right? Because it might giving you a big cost for the traveling distances and consuming your time. But here is my suggestion. If you would like to find the very easiest and fastest way for you to find a new job, which is we have said that most of you guys that don't have jobs, that they have that don't have high qualification, and due to the pandemic you might not receive any job vacancies in this in a short time. So the best initiative that we can give to you is you can work with us, which is the most effective job that we can give is for you to be a labor, which is you as a citizens of Malaysia that you can go for PPRT, you can apply for PPRT, then you can work with us. You have two choices. Either you want to work with contract or you want to work permanently. So if you want to work permanently, then your job is secured. Okay, that is the fastest and easiest way for you to find and lock your job. And secondly, if you think that you cannot go on to be a laborer, then you can choose to be a contract worker with us. That's all from me for answering your question.
Okay, thank you for your explanation about the question I asked. But from my understanding from your statement that the money you will give is for the value of the house only. So if we have a place to live but not in terms of source of income, then how can we survive?
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. I got to clear this statement first, which is the 30,000 ringgit is for each household, right? So
Yeah.
the 30,000 ringgit is basically for the house and for your living cost. But here, that is why we suggest you guys to move to PPRT, because PPRT is much lower cost for you to survive. Regarding for your state, right, you are including the category of poor. I think PPRT is the most suitable because compared to the terrace house or any terrace house or bungalow or apartment, this house might reach more than 30,000 ringgit. I don't think even a low-cost terrace house costs more than 30,000 ringgit. So I don't think you can spend all the 30,000 in just one time. I think you might think more further for you to live in. Yeah, I don't think you can find 30,000 ringgit for a house because, yeah, regarding to the pandemic and your job situation, which is you are not category of, I don't think you are in category of CEO or CEO of a company. So you don't have a big bank loan for you to do the loan house. I'm sorry, is that clear? So that's why we are suggesting you to book into the PPRT that we have suggested at the first question, okay? Because PPRT is much more low cost, which is I can find that 129 ringgit to 150 ringgit for each month only, okay? So from there, you can cut the cost for house and use the excess of your money for your living cost.
Thank you for your answer. I got your point. But I would like to ask, as you mentioned, you just offer us to work with your company. Pandemic, it's hard to get a job. So everyone is seeking the job. So that you give us a first choice.
Okay, thank you. Don't worry. Firstly, we are seeking for a very high demand. We are demanding for more workers, especially from the citizens of Malaysia, because if we are seeking for citizens of Malaysia instead of the foreigners and parties. Okay, this is because Malaysia is we set as the utmost for the job selection. And secondly, you don't have to be, as a labor, you don't have to have high qualification for the job, okay? Because labor is to the job, you're going to be directed, you are going to be lead by someone that are supervised for you. So it won't be hard for you. Don't worry, because we are seeking and really need more workers for our company. Due to we are having a growing and fast construction for the government and for the Malaysia development.
Okay, thank you. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. What about the children? They can't go to their school anymore because they have to move away far from their school. All of us will be glad if we have to move out near the school that our children study. As you all know, the procedure for changing school is not as that easy. Moreover, they have to buy new school uniform. What is your solution? How they want to study if they can't go to school? That's my next question.
As for the question, the student can be transferred with selected time. I think the duration only took 1 month, while the notice we give to the squatters, which is 6 months. And the responsible to transfer the student is parents' responsibilities, not the government. Because we as government can do any transfer your children to the school, but we can provide it the PPR near to school. Okay, and based on my observation and my research, the school is really really good, and the teachers is very caring and loving to the student. Okay, I understand that school, families, and communities were the key to protect and promote them against the adversities. I understand that as as the team of squatters, I know you want to be stick together. The teachers and peers come into regular interaction with children learning context, and the children can experience the support of teachers and friends at the time of sickness and sacrifice for learning material. For school uniform, I think every school has same school uniform, and you just need to change the logo of a school, which
For the on a children, I would like to ask, as we know that we need times to accept changes that happen to our life, changes our life. So especially to students, it will make more time for it will affect to their mental, especially their emotional. So uh, the effect for their emotional, so they can't focus to their study. So I don't think so that move to the new school is the best solution, because I have a problem with that soon. Okay, for the children, I would like to ask, what uh for as we know is we need a time to take to accept changes that happen in our life, uh especially to student.
As you said, you will provide that house for us, right? Why don't you just build house for us here rather than you build a sport complex? I think house is more important than the sport complex. That's all.
as our discussion, we will give the choices, which is the composition and or the houses. Okay. About the sport complex, the government has approved, and nothing we can do about the approval. Okay, instead of we build a house for the squatters, we give you a solution to move to the new area, which is PP. Okay. Um, the sport complex can give effect to our economy, as our economy can grow.
Okay, thanks for the answer.
So from all the discussion, in the conclusion, um I think uh we as we as the squatters will agree to the government to move out from our place and uh stay and approve your offer to stay at the PPR, and we would like to work with you.
From the negotiation that we discussed before, we all agree to make a decision to moving out from our squatters, so that the government can continue with the sport complex project to grow our economy, so that we support the government for doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you for the consideration from the residents of this quarter. Thank you for your consideration and to moving out from this area and help us to run this project smoothly. This is thank you for considering that we are going to have a we're going to have two-way benefits to the country and for you guys also. So here we are very thankful for the considerations and we hope you guys doing well in the future. We will consider and make sure that all the offers that you have given are going to be with you and you are going to live peacefully after this onwards. Thank you.